And welcome back to Crypto Hulk Show. I can say I have an amazing show. I've got so much major news that it's shocking. The World Economic Forum report, we're going to go over that. What that is, like, this is so massive, and I'm probably going to start with that. What Davos is the richest, most powerful people in the world meet at Davos every year. And they had a meeting, and there was two cryptos that came up in there, okay? They didn't talk about any other. This was just something that they gave. I mean, hey, during the meeting, they probably talked about different cryptos, all right? But for some reason, they have a press release. We're going to go through it, and there's two cryptos in there that they just come out and say. It's not Ethereum. It's not Bitcoin. Okay, that's number one. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm just reading the comments here. It distracted me. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor at all. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy. Don't sell anything I tell you to sell. Everything on the show is bullshit. I get super high before every show. I inject heroin, snort coke, take some roofies, smoke a little angel dust, drink about 3 gallons of vodka, and then I start a show all within an hour, okay? And that happens even if I cold plunge or any other show I've made. The little short videos, everything. Got it? Okay. Now, let's take a look. I can't see who the first 5 is today, so I can't start with that. But let me take a look here. Custodia is in Wyoming Bank and Vantage is Texas. Okay, that's important because Custodia and Ripple both have like this banking type license. We'll get into that one later. Thanks for bringing that up because I thought to myself, wasn't Custodia Wyoming or something like that? But remind me during the show again of that because I like to show all the connections, but I can only remember so many connections. We've got a great show lined up for today. That's Bifrod reminding me of that. Okay, let's go through really quick. Looks like somebody's been here for 27 months. Danny Boy upgraded the membership to 2024 Crypto Explosion. Danny Boy, I thank you for that. That's going above and beyond. That's what I try to do every single show. I'm not here just reading off highlights like other people. I do my own research. I like that. Once in a while, somebody will give me some news. They give me some good stuff, and I'll pass it along. But 99% of the news I have, I find myself, and I report what I feel is important and what I think you should know. So now that we got that out of the way, really quickly. Oh, Stephen Morris. That's the one. Stephen Morris, 27 months. It's really been that long. Damn, that's a long time. Wow. But it goes by fast. Hulk only does 6 lines of coke. Rookie. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, it's hella funny. Oh my God. ED Entertainment. Hoo-wee. ED Entertainment. Thank you very much for that donation. Appreciate that. Every single bit counts. It helps bust this communist YT algorithm they got me on for 5 years now, effing with the channel. XRP King Duck. Thank you very much for the donation here. Tax-free. YouTube doesn't get shit from that. Neither does the government. That's all on me. I get it. AJ Singh. Testing. That's very good right there. Like I was going to tell you, let's say you're super broke, like most everybody, and you got 10 kids and 5 jobs and stuff like that. Here's what I ask. Just hit the like button. Save this episode to your favorites on YouTube. If everybody does this, this will really drive up the algorithm. It'll bust me out of being in the little shithole that YT keeps me, but it's okay. Stephen Morris, thank you very much again, says, good to see you, Hulk, in good spirits after Maxine kidnapped him from us. Oh my God, no, he didn't just say that. Maxine kidnapped him. Oh my God, that's gonna make me sick. I just got done being sick. No, I'm gonna get sick thinking of that. Gosh, I guess. Focus. So you can. Here's what you do. If you can't donate, I understand. But do this for me. Like every show. Share it to your favorites on YouTube. Share it to your own email. Share it to other people's email. Whatever. You can share it to yourself. I don't care. Share it like 30 times to yourself. I don't care. Lastly, make a playlist of like 10 videos and make all of them Cryptoholic and then just loop them. Turn off the volume, go off to work, whatever you got to do. That'll really, really beat up the algorithm. I'm telling you, I'd really appreciate that because some people just can't afford to give money, and I understand. But if you want to help me reach other people with this algorithm, just do that. And you'll be paying it forward and you'll have good karma. Okay, because my goal is to reach as many people as I can. And here we go. So at the end of the show, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to talk about it right now because people want news. I went to an Indian Ayurvedic store. It's this brand right here. Gary and Son. They're out of Reno, Nevada. I'll talk about this later. I got that. This. And tell them you saw it on Cryptoholic Investments on YouTube. I don't know if they'll give you then I got this stuff right here. It's like tar. Shilajit paste. Oh my God. You know that tar they put on the roads and shit and it's all smoky and hot? That's what that shit is. This here. And then turmeric. And then this I got on my own. I take about a teaspoon of this every morning. Really, really good. So I'll get into all this later after the show. If anybody's interested, we can go over it real quick. Some people are pushing 40, 50 like me. I'm going to give this a shot for about it takes about 1 to 2 months for Indian Ayurvedic medicine sometimes to fully change your body. So I'm going to give it a shot and see how it works. And I'm kind of feeling a little better already from about 4, 5, 6 hours ago, but I don't know if it's that. I took that stuff, but it's probably just I'm coming back from being sick and I'm getting a little bit stronger each day. So I don't know. We got new to crypto. Maxing ain't cheap fund. Oh my God. Seriously? Maxine Waters decided to show up. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. Don't forget the KY jelly hole. Oh my God. Oh, that is so disgusting. Oh, fuck. XRP Poncherello. Thank you very much for that tax-free donation. Let's go. Maxine is killing it tonight. Yeah, buddy. That is so disgusting. I can't believe people do that. I'm going to go to the World Economic Forum. Hold on. Is that it? No. Here it is. Okay. Got it. All right. You got to see this. Okay. This is Donald Trump huge. Okay. I'm not exaggerating. Let's go copy and paste. ED Entertainment, thank you very much for the tax-free. Ready for the great sauce you served up ragu. All righty, here we go. Now, every year, the richest, most powerful, influential people, actually, these really, really super powerful people, they're hidden. Who shows up at Davos are their talking heads. The people that speak for the super rich that they don't want people to know who they are. This is what's going on here at the World Economic Forum. Here's the title. How tokenization and on-chain tokenization, hear this? Holy shit. I remember 6 months ago when Crypto Hawk was saying, I don't hear shit about tokenization. I don't hear shit about crypto laws, regulations. And I was telling you back then, 6 months or a year ago, ain't shit gonna happen. Until we have two things. Now all of a sudden you remember, don't you? Global tokenization and real crypto laws for all around the world. That's when you're rich, okay? Not right now. Right now, they're all getting set up. How tokenization and on-chain capital markets are reshaping global finance. Look, everybody, before you get rich, they're going to get rich. This is how it works, okay? You're telling me you're going to get rich for JP Morgan off all this shit and all these banks? No, it's not going to happen, okay? Crypto Hawk, fact-based channel. The long envisioned, here's the first paragraph, bullet point, if you want to call it that. The long envisioned integration of what? Traditional finance. Everybody, this is when the old money gets locked into crypto. That's when the old folks learn what crypto is and start using it. You're not going to get rich. All of us are not going to get rich before they all do the switch, okay? This is what I'm trying to make sure. Hey, some of us here and there. A couple people get Bitcoin rich, whatever, couple, and that's how it goes. A couple people get Ethereum rich, and guess what? These are all the insiders, not people like you and me. So let's read this. Let's just focus on what the World Economic Forum is saying, because these are the richest people in the world telling us. They're like telling us, for anybody that wants to listen, what's going to happen, okay? So if you listen to this show, guaranteed you're going to know what's going down and what cryptos. I'm going to break down to you what cryptos they're talking about and the two that you need to get, okay? This isn't like some guy on YouTube. What I'm doing here is I'm showing you at Davos, I'm showing you an article from the World Economic Forum. I'm not showing you my choice on crypto. I'm showing you what the richest, most powerful people in the world are talking about, and you have an opportunity to buy the crypto that they talk about or not. That's up to you. My goal is to try to reach people and show them which cryptos are valid. We're talking about here 24/7 trading. Go to the first paragraph. So under you got 3 bullet points. Go to the first paragraph. Transformation often happens quietly. An unseen earthquake that changes the landscape before we realize it's occurred. Right now, the financial world is shifting. Are you hearing me, Crypto Hawk fans? The financial world is shifting beneath our feet. That makes me excited. Not excited to see Maxine Waters, but crypto excited. And this year's World Economic Forum annual meeting in Davos, Switzerland, signaled the tremors of profound change. Everybody right now, the World Economic Forum is telling you that it's quiet, and we're having a shift in the world. We're having a shift in the global dynamics of the entire world if you're listening to Crypto Hawk. I'm not giving a fuck about what price is what and all the noise and all this blah, blah, blah shit. I don't fucking care. When you listen to my show, we're talking about the World Economic Forum right here. What are they saying at Davos? Now we scroll down to right there. We got that in. Let me click out of there. Okay, now we're going to go down to the section that says accessibility, efficiency, and mobility. Go to the third paragraph. It mentions Circle right there. There's your first crypto right there. Circle, which is building a stablecoin network. You notice how they're not talking about Ethereum? They're not mentioning Bitcoin, Polygon, Pancake, or whatever this fucking shit is, Pepe, Doge. Circle. They're talking about Circle at the World Economic Forum. Of all the 10, 20,000 cryptos out there, they're talking about Circle. Now, what the fuck crypto do you think you need to get? This is not Crypto Hulk's opinion. This is a World Economic Forum meeting, and they're putting out a publication, and the crypto Circle is mentioned here. That's built on Stellar. So those two cryptos right there, Circle you can buy, and Stellar, and you can buy that on my sponsor, Caleb and Brown, okay? This is about as real as it gets, folks. These rich people are telling you right now what they're going to use. It's amazing how simple this is. You don't need a college degree. You could be a person of average means. Hey, do you got $500 to put into Stellar? That's where I'd put it. Now, it talks about Circle. If it was me, I wouldn't buy Circle. I'd buy Stellar. I think there's a bigger use case for that. But if you want to get Circle, get it. I'm not going to discourage you. But if I had $500, Stellar. That's what I'd put it in, okay, if you're poor and stuff. Now, in the same paragraph, you got to listen, everybody. This paragraph here is a fucking gold mine, okay? I'm about to show you how big of a gold mine this is. Probably, I don't know, a $3 quadrillion gold mine. That could make the crypto. I'm going to talk about another crypto. It's XDC. We're going to go over that in a minute. So let me read this sentence, and then I think that might be it for this whole article, because that's the most massive thing. Circle, which is building a stablecoin network, recently announced new moves in Davos to aid this merge. So there's a merge from the old world money to the new. We have an old world system that's run on very 1950s technology. That shit's not working anymore. We have a new technology. It's called blockchain. It's not just little cryptos that we know of, Bitcoin and Ethereum and Pepe and dumb shit like that. This is a whole new system. The world's most powerful people are telling you is transitioning right now, and it's quiet. They just said it. It's quiet. Let's look at it again. Transition often happens quietly. And then in the next part of the sentence, they're talking about an unseen earthquake. Do you see where we're coming at here? This is so massive. That's why I don't care what the prices are now. I'm looking at the World Economic Forum telling us by not maybe telling us. The World Economic Forum is out there telling you what the future is, and people have no fucking clue. They're too busy chasing the charts or chasing the cartoon that people write, little cartoons and riddles and all the dumb shit. And where's the sun and Jupiter and how do we do all this? And I'm like, are you fucking serious? These other channels are so fucking retarded ass. I swear to God. So what happens in this paragraph here is they're talking about Circle, and then they're talking about Circle on the Canton network. Now this is about to get really, really huge. Donald Trump, huge. Canton is a privacy-enabled open blockchain network. Oh my God. Now, where have we heard about Canton before? Well, I've been telling you for about 2 years. I've been going over Canton network for 2 years. Canton's a network. It's not a crypto, but I will show you what crypto you can buy on Caleb and Brown if you want to buy the crypto that they're using. Here's this article here. Goldman Sachs, one of the biggest banks in America and the world, Deutsche Börse, which is the German stock exchange, and 30 banks that are big join Canton network. This is so fucking huge. It's like the top 30 banks of the world, everybody. It's all the money. When you go from number 1 to number 30 bank in the world, you don't need anybody else. You got it all. So we only need 30 banks. We don't need 2,000 banks and all that shit. All these little fucking welfare banks and shit and credit union. We don't need that shit. We're talking the 30 biggest fucking banks of the world with Goldman Sachs and Deutsche Börse. That's all you need. They're on the Canton network. This is fucking game over, okay? Right here. Now, the Canton network has a smart contract language. And no, it's not Ethereum. It's called DAML, D-A-M-L. Now, it's kind of similar to Ethereum. Let's look right here. Smart contract language DAML, D-A-M-L, is now available on R3's Corda. Oh, DAML, a major smart contract language designed for building business-level blockchain, has been integrated with what? R3 Corda blockchain. Now, here's the second crypto you need to get. This is so massive, and you can buy it on Caleb and Brown, my sponsor. That will be the best, most secure place. If you buy it on Caleb and Brown, that's institutional custody. Stronger than any wallet you ever have. Here it is right here. We talked about Circle, which is stellar. And then they start talking about Canton Network, which runs on smart contract called DAML, which is built into the R3 Corda platform, which uses the XDC crypto right there. Let's read the title here. XDC Network and R3 Corda complete an interbusiness settlement proof of concept. There you go. That was pretty massive. I'm not going to drag that article on anymore. Look, if you're brand new, what I just laid out for you was the top 30 banks of the world, not the dumb banks at the bottom, but all the biggest top 30. They're using DAML, okay? They're using R3 Corda platform, and they're using the crypto XDC. It was right there in front of you. I gave you all the articles. You can read it for yourself. It's a fact. Now, the question is, do you want to end up a loser or a winner when crypto takes off? Do you want crypto to take off and be like, damn, fuck, I could have got XDC at 8 cents. Now it's $1,000. You fucked up bad. I want you to look in the mirror one day. Just do this. Be honest, and it's okay. You don't have to buy the shit right now. Don't do it. Wait till it's $1,000 for one, and you could have got it when Crypto Hawk was telling you 8 cents. I want you to look in the mirror one day and say, and look at the mirror and be honest. Say, you're the biggest fuck up I ever met. You fucked over my whole retirement just because you didn't listen to that guy who cusses and yells on YouTube. You got all butthurt because he's telling you to look in the mirror and call yourself a dumbass. But when that shit, I'm laying out the future right here. It's not tough. I don't need a crystal ball. Just read the fucking article. It's all you got to do. They lay it out. They tell you what is so fucking hilarious is that you could be so fucking stupid and still end up rich. Like you could be an ignoramus, 8th grade dropout. And if you can understand what the fuck I'm saying, if you can read 8th grade news level, which that material is, just look through it right there. Go to Caleb Brown. It's free to set up an account. You'll get institutional custody. It's too fucking easy. You go to Caleb Brown, sign up. You don't have to learn how to do shit. Just point and click, and there you go. You buy shit, okay? All right. I can't make it any easier, people. I'm not selling any used car. I'm just showing you how to open up the door to being rich. This is not complicated. Like, you literally can be a person who's never went to college, never made more than, I don't know, what, $20,000, $30,000 a year. You could be some guy that, I don't know, makes hamburgers in fucking Africa or something. I don't know what your job is. Maybe you walk around with those in Australia, those boomerang things and catch birds and sell them to. I don't fucking care. If you can understand English and you can understand what the fuck I'm saying, you can end up having millions one day. This is not complicated shit. This is the easiest fucking way to make money, okay? Right now, not a year from now, because what they're going to do is kick you out if you're in. If you're not in, they're going to close it all up, say, oh, sorry, we can't have you in here. Da, da, da. That's how it all works, okay? Now, I have a free show. For most of the time, my shows are free. Next month, I'm going to see if I can pull it off. I'm going to start doing some $5 and $10 shows. But here's one of the things. I also like having an open show so I can help poor people. What this show is right now is a free show. And there's people paying $5 and $10 for memberships. Today, I had to make a choice to have a free show. I hope that the information in this show is of interest to you. And if you benefit and if you learn stuff from this show, just get a membership. Share the show with somebody else. That's what I'm trying to do is because the way I see the world, everybody's trying to fuck everybody over, right? But where I come in, I'm kind of like an equalizer. I've worked in the court systems and the Department of Justice and so forth, and I'm trying to help people that don't know. People that get all confused. Well, I don't understand all this court stuff and da-da-da. Dude, just watch my show, and I'll make it so fucking easy, okay? We'll get through all the dumb shit, and I'll break it down where an 8th grader could understand what the fuck's going on, all right? And you'll be rich. That's just how the show's set up. It's not complicated. It's not hocus pocus. It's simple. Just read the article. If it makes sense, join the Caitlin Brown and buy the shit. It's that fucking easy, all right? All righty. Weight loss and fitness. What do we got here? Weight loss. Let me read this. Hulk, a guy that was trying to sell me a $4,000 course on cryptos. Holy fuck. I'm only charging you motherfuckers $5 a month. I think I got to refix my business model. Hulk, a guy's trying to sell me $4,000. Son of a bitch. On what cryptos to buy, told me to sell all my XRP. I blocked him. Many idiots saying to sell XRP. Wow. I'm shocked that somebody would say that. Like, either they're severely retarded, which we shouldn't make fun of them, or because that's totally wrong. It's out of place. Or they're just like a criminal. So there you go. Stephen Morris. I don't know about that, Hulk. I'm pretty stupid. Just kidding, said Stephen Morris. Then we got Stu Lavelle comes in. OMG. Dropping 20 memberships. Brand new people. You know, Stu's been doing this for years, like 4 years. I really can't explain it. He's really trying to get people to see this. He knows what's coming. This is going to get nasty. People are going to get fucked over. It's like, you know what? I make this show because I wish I had somebody break down all this fucking shit, and for like $5 a month, I can watch and learn all I need to be rich. $5 fucking bucks a month. I'm like, damn, can I have a channel like that? But no, these people out there want to charge. When I first started, that's why I made my prices $5 and $10 because everybody's like $500 or something, or $1,000, or buy this package for $3,000, and I'm like, $5? Anybody? $10? Now some people look at that like, oh, what are you going to learn at $5 or $10? It's not always the price; it's the material. And some people realize this. Stu Lavelle and other people that give away a membership or donate, they're busting the algorithm. We're just working away at this motherfucker, this YT communist regime they got going. Notice how if I don't talk about anything controversial, they don't the show. See what I mean? Here we are at 30 minutes. If I bring up important shit, you know what happens? Zip, zip, they cut the show. And that's for show. You ever notice that? Have we had a problem today? No. I start talking about important shit. Oh, it disappears. I'm like, wow, that's so fucking, that's embarrassing. Like, this YT's a corporation and they actually do that? Yeah. That's like low class. That's like shit you do when you're desperate. Wow. I'm just, yeah, aghast. Tyler Varon got a membership by Stu Lavelle. No, Lynn. Ken from Myrtle Beach. Nick at Night, 74. Then we got Mark Smithson. Los123. Ismail. John Del Gino got a membership by Stu Lavelle. Then we got Bill Quackenbush comes in there with a tax-free donation. Jason Frank got a membership by Stu Lavelle. So did Robert D. Lesta. And Levi Maroff got a membership by Stu Lavelle. And let me look. The screen jumped on me. Where did it go? Fuck. Hold on, Stu. Like, the screen just bumped up because people got on and commented, so now I got to go back. Robert DeLesta, Levi. It was like Steve. Okay, Steve Jones was gifted a membership by Stu Lavelle. Gareth Elliott, phone home. Pat _85 got a membership by Stu Lavelle. Then we got Steve Jones. Gareth Elliott got a membership. Pat _85 got a membership. Austin Trent got a membership by Stu Lavelle. Donald Jellin got a membership by Stu Lavelle. What do we got here? Vicky Keith back again. I owe it to you about Caleb Brown. Oh, do you? Please tell. I am on. Maria and I will see you at XRP Las Vegas. A big thank you. I'm a member. I am on my company computer. Oh, better not. You got to watch what you say on here. Everybody's always watching on this damn show. You can't be too brutal or somebody makes a complaint and gives a crybaby and shit. So, yeah, just pretend. Oh, if you're on a work computer, then, oh, I love Biden. The Democrats are awesome. Yeah, I hate Trump, by the way, just putting that out there. Have a nice day, Crypto Hulk. Then you'll like be under the radar and they won't think anything. Yeah. But I won't tell nobody. Okay. Probably about April 1st-ish or so. I'm gonna start looking for plane tickets. Maybe April 10th or something. I'm gonna look for plane tickets. So, okay. Jim Cutter was gifted a membership by Stu Lavelle. Marsha Bailey was given a membership by Stu Lavelle. This never ends. Jeremy Grossa was gifted a membership by Stu Lavelle. So is DJ RC. And you know me. And I think that's it. Sounds like a scammer, somebody said. Ricky Geiger, you're a legend, mate. Keep the free shows going. I can only afford 30 XRP a fortnight. But from us poor people here in Australia, keep the free shows going. Cheers, mate, from Australia. That's what I try to do, Rocky, is help other people. You know, love your neighbors yourself. Do unto others as you've had them do unto you. What I see all around the world now is everybody's ripping off everybody, scamming everybody and stuff, and it's just rotten. I can't change the world, but I might be able to help change one or two of you or 1,000. And when you do get rich, because that's the goal, it's not here to listen to my funny jokes and brilliant personality. The goal here is learn from Crypto Hulk and go be rich and do something good for the world. Look where it's like fucked up and where you can help. Okay. So I looked at a world of you, let's say, internet, like news, like I looked at a world of crypto and I said, I want to have a channel where I make an impact and I can reach people that aren't millionaires and shit. I got some on my channel. That's fine. I'm not putting that down. But like, I'm trying to get it to where a poor person can watch my show and end up fucking rich. That's amazing. That's called being efficient. When you have a very tiny something and you turn it into something fucking massive. Because a lot of people can start off with a lot of money and then end up with, you know, a lot of money. But what if you start off with like almost nothing and end up with millions? That's pretty amazing. That's being very efficient. And that's what I try to do. If you're the poorest person, if you can watch my show and come up a millionaire, bam, job done. That's what I try to do. But anyhow, let's get going here. 36 minutes. Okay, I got about 20 or so minutes left. Let me back this up. I got some messages. James Jones. Hold on a minute. Let me back this thing. Okay, we got the Vicky one, and then let's go next. Digital Slim Jim. So many idiots I've told to watch Crypto Hulk and don't. Will be crying buckets when the change happens. Yeah, they will. They'll be watching the cartoons, the people that, what's the dude, Bearable Guy or some shit, or Mr. Pool, or they'll be watching somebody like that. James Earl Jones gave 10 people memberships. We got Alex G, Trekking with Chuck. Arnie Valentine got a membership by James Earl Jones. Rich Stanway, Marcus Oakes, Branisley B got a membership. Malik Liana got a membership by James Earl Jones. And we got another one, Sky. And I Shot You 317 was just gifted a membership by James Earl Jones. YT are Nazi, pretty much. Roland Misa, don't get quantum hack, guys. Caleb Brown is the way to go. And we got Daniel Lloyd. Welcome to the channel. Brand new person. Must be a brave soul. And then we got Ron Launderville. Glad you're feeling better. Keep up the work. Yeah, it's I ate something. I don't know what it was, but man, it was like not good. And I was gonna do a show, and for about 2 hours for the show, I'm just like thinking, like I'm starting to feel like all bad, like in my chest, and then I'm starting to break out in sweats, and it was getting hard to breathe. I'm like, son of a bitch. And I decided to drive to the ER, made it there just in time. Some vomiting started happening, and then I was like just not able to breathe. And then they're looking at me, and like the one nurse is like, he's turning white, and I'm sweating and turning white. What is that? My body's going into shock, and I'm getting ready to pass out. And I could see it, like everything was like a circle, and then around the outside was getting darker, and the circle was getting smaller and smaller. And the last thing I remember, I was just like I was trying to maybe stand up, like, and then I don't know what happened after that. Next thing I know, I'm in like a hospital bed, and they're wiping off vomit and shit. It was just all bad. It was just, I just wasn't feeling right. Yeah, it was not a good experience. So I'm still recovering right now. I'll be back in 1 to 2 days from now. I should be back like bulletproof again, but I'm still, feeling like weak right now. Derry Stanton, welcome to the entry-level membership. Fam Crypto, sorry I'm late. caught up in a tow. Interesting. Here now, coach. That's a good late fee. Awesome. Thank you very much for that. Tax-free. YouTube ain't getting any of that shit. They don't even need it. They don't even deserve it. Best show to watch in the crypto space. Shout out to Stu for gifting me a membership a while back. Well, that's what happens. Sometimes when you give people membership, some of them don't watch the show and some will hang in there because they want to get rich. So that's how it works. All right, now. Yeah, I need to get like one of those food tester people that eat the food like before I do. Oh, man. Okay. What? We got a membership? Oh, I missed this one. Son of a bitch. It popped up. Wait a second. I missed like 2 or 3. Okay. We got Mad Max. Welcome to the entry-level membership. And BK, member for 24 months. Damn, 2 years. Looking better today, Hulk. Must have had some maxing time. Okay. Nice one. Thank you very much. God, these people are something else. Paul Ambartsamian gave 5 people memberships. Sean Gardner got a membership by Paul Ambartsamian. Hey got a membership. Then we got Frank. And then that was gifted membership, Frank. And then Brandon Corbett. And finally, is Will Fix. Got a membership by Paul Ambartsamian. Okay. Oh, damn. 2 more people showed up. Okay. So we got Paul taken care of. And then Doss, man, thank you very much. Late fee. Wow, you sure are late. Shit. 42 minutes. Late fee. Thanks for your time, Hulk. Your most valuable asset. Yep. Glad to see you're feeling much better, says Nitro Driven. Yeah. All I could do today for workout is walk on a treadmill. Well, jog at my normal pace, but I didn't do any workout. So tomorrow, I think in 1 or 2 days from now, I'll be back at 100%, probably like 2 days. But yeah, man, it kicks your ass, dude. Now, here's another big event that happened. Now we're back on this. This is a bank. This is a merger. I want you to see what's going on. This is for somebody who doesn't believe in crypto, someone who thinks crypto's a waste of time or money. Then you have to ask your question, why are I need to relax and take a plunge with Maxine Waters. Wow, these guys really never stop at that shit. Right here, 2 banks. Now look at this. You got 2 banks that join together that form a new kind of stable coin. This stable coin is not backed by just straight up dollars that they have. It's backed with bank deposits. Now this is different right here. That's why we're going over this. Custodia Bank. Did I send you this one? Let me take a look here. Yeah, I did. Okay. Now, this is the first time it ever happened. Chris Sharp, welcome to the entry-level membership. Would you prefer Janet Reno? Oh, my God, you guys, this is so disgusting. Like, seriously. Like, if I had to fucking throw up right now, yeah. Custodia Bank and Vantage Bank issue America's first bank-issued stable coin on a permissionless blockchain. Here we go. This is the first ever of a U.S. bank's demand deposit on a permissionless blockchain. March 25th, 2024, Custodia Bank, headquartered in Wyoming, by the way, same as Ripple. Now, I don't know what blockchain and all the shit they're using. I have some guesses I'm going to show you, but we'll talk about that later. But the article doesn't say. I did some research and I didn't see any. I didn't really do a full deep dive, but I spent about 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes digging around. Couldn't find much. But let's continue. Custodia Bank, working with Vantage Bank yesterday, completed America's first ever tokenization of a bank's US dollar demand deposits on a permissionless blockchain by issuing, transferring, and redeeming the AVIT stablecoin. That's AVIT. That's one if you want to buy it. I personally wouldn't buy it. Because of the stable coin, but if you wanted to get it, it's AVIT, and it's a stable coin for a bank customer. A new US dollar payment rail has now been activated inside the United States banking system. This is massive right here at a time when the global community is increasingly demanding US dollar stable coins for transactional use. Now, here's what I know. If it is any type of Ethereum or whatever, it's got to have somebody else helping it. Because why do they say? Look in the second paragraph. Low transaction costs, fast transaction settlement. You don't got that in Ethereum. So now, what does CryptoHawk think? Well, now they mentioned that it's Ethereum mainnet using the ERC standard. So if you go to the third paragraph, you'll see right there, it's Ethereum mainnet using the ERC20 standard. Now that gets me to doing some thinking. And then I see this article here. We're going to take a break from that really quick just to show you. Oh, damn. Hold on a second. Good heavens. We've got Chris Sharp. Chris Sharp, thank you for joining the channel as an entry level. Steve May, thank you for that tax-free donation. YT ain't getting shit from that today. Donovan Dudley, you the man. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Thank you very much for that. That shows a lot of people on the channel. Look, these people just don't drop $100 because there's dumb shit on this channel, all right? Let me continue with that. Now, Bifrod says he thinks Circle's being used. I'm kind of thinking that too. Let me show you. So this article here, Custodia Bank partners with Vantage. Go to the first paragraph, last sentence. It says, backed by deposits. So the coin is backed by deposits issued by a bank. Then legally, they're different than a regular stable coin, okay? They're simply a bank deposit using a different technology, okay? So let me click out of that one. Now, if we go, I did this search. This is weird. Why can't I highlight that? Okay, do this search. Copy and paste. These people dropping donations like that is crazy. I did a search right here. If you type in Vantage Bank, put a space, plus sign, custody, space, and then provider. On Google, it comes up. AI is the answer. Vantage Bank, a Texas bank, community bank, partnered with Custodia Bank, a crypto native bank. Oh, here we go. To issue a stablecoin backed by tokenized US dollar demand deposits on the Ethereum blockchain. So we know that's not Ethereum because it's too slow and it's very expensive. But what's interesting here, if you look under Custodia Bank's role, what are they? Custodia Bank is a special purpose depository institution. an SPDI. Okay. Now it's interesting if you type up Ripple, I'll just tell you, it's Ripple and then the plus sign, then bank license, plus sign, Wyoming. And if you do that, and if you look down in the third paragraph, AI answers it. They're also a Wyoming SPDI, Special Purpose Depository Institution. So Ripple and this Custodia Bank in the same state, both are special purpose depository institutions. So then I'm thinking, well, it's on Stellar, but Ripple's got Axelar, right? And Ripple's got Ethereum virtual machine side chains on the ledger. So you could have a Ripple Labs because Ripple's dealing with banks. I don't really see a lot of action with Stellar working with the banks. And now we do know that there is a stablecoin, Circle, that's fully licensed in the United States and Europe. So it kind of makes me believe Circle could be it instead of Ripple. But here's what makes me really believe that it is Circle, because we're dealing with a stable coin and we're dealing with Ethereum, Solana, Celo, and Polygon. And let me share this article with you. So you got Allbridge. Stellar has something called Allbridge, and we know that Circle runs on Stellar. So I believe it's Circle that they're using the technology, or at least the platform or the something. Circle's got to be involved in this. And if not, then it's definitely Stellar, because they have the Allbridge, which would allow Ethereum, Solana, Celo, and Polygon, anything those four to work. Stellar allows. You got Stellar, Ultra Stellar, and Allbridge all working together in a stable coin. But again, now we're dealing with banks. Now I'm kind of thinking Ripple Labs stablecoin, right? If I'm hearing banks, I'm hearing Ripple Labs stablecoin. If I'm hearing Stellar, even in Europe and here, I'm thinking it's used, but maybe outside of banks, maybe from peer to peer and business. Like if I'm going to go buy a car, I could use Stellar or something. That's my thoughts. But if we're dealing with like a bank, I guess you could use both. I don't have the answer. I'm just putting that out there. I thought it was interesting, the article. I did want you to see it. And let me check the comments, and we'll go to the next article. It's XLM and XRP all the way. It's either one of those. It's either one of those ones. So it's either a Stellar-based type of Allbridge, or it's a Ripple Ethereum virtual machine type of Axelar bridge, but it's something XRP, XLM, one of those two. It's definitely one of those, or one of their bridges of those two. So there you have it. Don't be a hoe. Share the show. Bill Quackerbush says money's on XRP. Okay, we're back. Not too bad. We made it 53 minutes before they shut the show off. First time. That's a record. It went that long. Let's go to maybe our last article. This one's massive. There's been a lot of massive articles today. I keep saying it. I'm not exaggerating it. It's like, this is just what it is today. It's like a big news day. Paste. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to go over the world's biggest payment processor. And they came out with a stablecoin. This is so massive right here. Like today's show, I'm telling you, all of these are grand slam, home run articles I'm going over. Fidelity Investments is the name of them. That's a Ripple partner, by the way. The biggest payment processor in the world tests a dollar peg stablecoin. That's what they're saying. They're testing it. You guys, this shit's already done. Totally done a long time ago. U.S. asset manager Fidelity Investments is exploring whether to launch its own stablecoin built on the Ripple network, of course, RLUSD. In the latest sign of mainstream investors are looking to cash in on a revival of interest in crypto. Stablecoins are a type of crypto designed to maintain a constant value, usually a $1 to $1 peg, making it easier for traders to move funds between cryptocurrencies. Now, let me tell you something. Here's my little conspiracy right here. Listen to this one. XRP is a stable coin. Hold on. Justin Steven, thank you for all your hard work, Hulk, bringing these banger articles, and that's faux show. Okay. Here's what I believe. We've seen already up till today, stable coins are backed 1-to-1 with the US dollar, okay? Now, today we've seen, because I told you about Custodia and Vantage. They formed a stablecoin based on direct bank deposits. That's a difference. Now we have a second kind. Let me show you something here real quick. There's a third kind that I know of, and there will be more. Let me do a copy and a paste. The third kind is the Ripple. XRP itself is a stable coin. Where do you get that, Crypto Hulk? Well, we have an article here I'm showing you. It came out about 4 months ago. Ripple's XRP gains stablecoin status from the World Bank. There you go, right there. The World Bank is calling XRP a stablecoin. It's not my opinion, it's just facts. You don't have to like it. Now, I know Ripple came out with a Ripple Labs USD stablecoin, but the World Bank calls XRP a stablecoin. This whole fucking thing's a mystery to me. I don't have all the answers, but I'm just showing you right here. Now, FIS, Fidelity Information Systems, they want to launch their own stablecoin. I'm already telling you it's going to be based on Ripple. We already know this. I don't know if they're going to base it on the XRP or the Ripple Labs USD. I don't know. I'm thinking since it's Fidelity, well, they might do the Ripple Labs USD. That's a tough call. I don't know. U.S. asset manager Fidelity Investments is exploring whether to launch its own stablecoin in the latest sign of mainstream investors looking to cash in on this. A spokesperson said that Fidelity's digital asset arm was in the process of testing a stablecoin, but had no immediate plans to launch one. That is total bullshit. The Financial Times first reported news saying that the Fidelity Investments planned to launch stablecoin and was in the advanced stages of testing the token. These people are all playing dumb. Wow. Let me click out of that article. Let me show you here. Fidelity is a Ripple partner, everybody. We all know who's going to make. Okay, we already know who made Fidelity's stablecoin. It's not a matter, are they going to make one or what? They already have it. Ripple made it. And they've already been using it on a private ledger. Here's your proof right here. Well, at least for half of that. Ripple partner FIS teams up with the clearinghouse. Ripple teams up the clearinghouse to integrate new real-time payments for small to mid-sized U.S. banks. See, if we're dealing with banks paying banks, then that's where I believe the Ripple Labs, stablecoin would come in and not Circle. And if you're dealing with wholesale with banks, that'll be XRP. But I'm just saying, that's why I think, now if we start getting into the clearinghouse, we're probably talking about DTCC and all that shit, and that's where XDC would come in, but I'm not talking about that right now. Let's look at who is FIS, Fidelity Information System. Let's look that up. Okay, right here. What does this say at the top? FIS. Who is that, Crypto Hulk? We're on Wikipedia, by the way. Fidelity National Information Systems. We go to the second paragraph. In 2019, so 5-6 years ago, Fidelity Information System became the largest processing and payments company in the world. We already know that FIS is a Ripple partner. They're working with the Depository Trust Clearing Corporation and the Clearinghouse. If you look here on FIS on Wikipedia, go down to mergers, acquisitions, and divestments. Scroll down to where it says WorldPay. If you want to click on that, you can to learn about WorldPay. FIS owns WorldPay. Why is that important? Well, because if you look right here, WorldPay has a patent using Ripple technology. See that right here? WorldPay, here's your evidence right here with all this dumb shit. WorldPay patent highlights Ripple's role in blockchain-based settlement services. Wait, what did we just hear? We just heard that Fidelity is testing a stable coin. We also learned that Fidelity is a Ripple partner. We know that Fidelity is the world's biggest payment processor. We also know that Fidelity owns WorldPay, and now we just found out that WorldPay has a Ripple patent. If you don't think that Ripple made Fidelity stablecoin, you're fucking stupid. I can't help you at all. You got shit for brains, all right? This ain't the channel for you. I can't teach special ed. That's not my specialty. It's just people of average intelligence. I can teach you to be rich. Not a problem. All right. We are at the 1 hour mark. I'm going to check some comments, and then we're going to just talk really briefly about my Indian Ayurvedic products I bought and what I hope to accomplish. So you can buy these same products. I'm not telling you to buy them, but let me look through the comments quick, and then we'll switch over. Everybody else can head off, and then we'll talk about what I'm doing here with the Indian products for the next 2 months, trying to see if it helps my body. Great show, Hulk. If y'all can't accept Crypto Hulk's drug habits. Oh my God. We're on the short bus. Let's see. The credit card processing. Stable means no fluctuations. Stable. Let's see. Sulabel says stablecoin doesn't mean $1 US. It's stable because it moves instantaneously. I think what we're seeing like I showed you 3 kinds of stable coins today. One that's backed, at least one. Hey, you might have some stable coins that are backed with an Aussie dollar or whatever, but you could have a stable coin that's backed with a country's money. You could have a stable coin that's backed with a country's bank deposits. You could have XRP, where the World Bank calls it a stable coin, but then what's backing it? See what I mean? Now, I know we say, oh, gold's going to back it. Right now, just right now, do we have proof anything backs XRP? I think my answer is no, we don't. Do we have any evidence? No, we don't. So why is the World Bank calling? See, this is where you got to catch, like, I'm seeing something here that nobody else really sees. Now, maybe I'm reading into something, but how are you going to call, as a World Bank, these people aren't retards, as a World Bank, how are you going to call the XRP a stablecoin unless it's backed by something? What is it backed by? Can somebody please tell me? Okay, here we are, Crypto Hulk, second time in an hour and 6 minutes. We're doing pretty good today. They cut us off only twice. It's backed by its own liquidity. I don't think so. Full faith and credit of Jack Squat. Sounds about right. Gold, no, not yet. Gold, nope, not yet. Gold, nope, not yet. Just like the petrodollar or something of generic value. We don't know what backs the XRP. That's the answer. Okay. There's no official announcement anywhere. There is no official announcement that XRP is backed by anything. So, how is the World Bank calling the XRP a stable coin? That's my question. It's not officially backing anything, or nothing's officially backing XRP. It's not. So that is the mystery question for today. Why is the World Bank calling XRP a stablecoin? Because right now, XRP is not officially backed by anything. Will it be backed by stuff? We've all heard that it will. But do we have evidence? No. It's just like the Ripple trial. Brad Garlinghouse said it's over. Have you seen the court document? No. Have you seen on the SEC website, have they made a statement stating that they're going to back away and end this trial? No, we haven't. So we don't even know if the trial's over. Okay? That's what I'm saying. There is nothing backing the XRP. All right, there we go with that. This show is officially over. And now it's time to switch over. I'll see everybody tomorrow morning. If I can have a show ready at 7 a.m., I'll do it. So right now it's what, 6 o'clock? It's 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. If I have a show lined up, I should have one by 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific time today. So there we go. I went to a Indian Ayurvedic store today, and I got myself, here it is. They own the place. It's called Gary and Son. This is liver detox. And these are all the ingredients in it. This is straight up real Indian. Right there. For the liver. This stuff here. Oh, dear God. Oh, fuck. Kill me. Oh, geez. This smells like Maxine Waters' nasty little Crypto Hulk. How would you know? Oh, shit. I was joking. But right here, this stuff here, it smells like, you know that tar they put on the road? And when it gets hot and it's smoky, it's fucking bad. I got to take like a teaspoon of this each day. Here's the product. I'm going to try this. It's great for men's health. This is the real deal stuff. Super high-end quality. Yeah, it smells like an 80-year-old hooker. It smells like a 200-year-old hooker, I swear. It has a tar smoke smell. I'll tell you what, though, honestly, if you mix it in some water, it's hard to mix in water, but if you put your protein powder and shit in there, it gets a little bit. But I would rather either, I can't sniff it. It's that bad. But it's very, very important. And this is the best form of it. The guy explained it to me, how it comes down the mountains from 20,000 feet level, and long story, but this right here is amazing. Joe Schmuckatelli. It's supposed to help the man's body. This is this one, organic Gokshura capsule. Supposed to take like 2 of these twice a day. There's what's in it. I don't know if it'll show up. Very important. Here's their protein. And it's not just protein. It's also got Indian Ayurvedic in there. Why is this? Super important. Tribulus terrestris. This stuff's the business. Next, Safed Musli supports male fertility. He's telling me it's supposed to do something for my sperm. Like, dude, I don't want to hear about all that nasty shit. I don't know what it's for. Something to do with sperm. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it, but he told me I need to take this. So I'm like, okay, dude, whatever. Just don't get too close when you hand me that bottle, all right? Joe Schmuckatelli, thank you very much for that. Tax-free donation. Okay, almost done. Here's some sea salt. And what I do is I take a teaspoon of sea salt in my protein shake I've started about a month ago. All your minerals that you need for life they're required. You won't find them in food. You'll find them here, okay? So get yourself, I didn't buy this from him, but I got this off of Amazon. Highly suggest doing that. Lastly, this is turmeric. It's a spice seasoning powder. I take 1 teaspoon, put that in my protein shake-up drink, which I'm going to be putting in with the 200-year-old hooker paste. It's like a black, it's almost like a jelly. It's just god awful, but it looks like this. It's kind of shiny and it's bad. So anyhow, I guess Indian people say this stuff's amazing. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to try this shit out for a couple months. And if I'm alive to talk about it, then we'll see what happens. But I always kind of like to share stuff that I'm doing. And if it helps, then it'll help you. I don't know if it'll help me. It's a syrup or a jelly. The shallot smells worse than shit. I should call it shit, but shaljit or whatever. But it's like a paste, like a liquidy jelly paste. Yeah. Shilajit. Oh, it smells like it's fucking bad. I mean, there's worse. I guess if I was smelling real shit, that would probably smell worse than that. That just smells like tar, like a strong, smoky tar. But it's god awful to taste. Yeah, let me tell you. Okay, well, that's what I'm up to the next 2 months. So the Indian doctor guy assured me that stuff's going to help me. So there you go. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'll see y'all hopefully in the morning. Adios.